special day to celebrate one of life's greatest moments. We are all present to give recognition to the worth and beauty of love, and to publicly witness the creation of a marriage bond that Julie and Alex have lovingly created together. Their love and intention has created this marriage, and we are gathered here today to join in the celebration and acknowledgement of that bonding. Julie and Alex, this is a solemn and important occasion for both of you. In marriage, you not only acquire legal obligations and legal rights with respect to each other, but you entrust your whole future to the other and join in the other's life with all of its joys and all of its burdens to your own. At this time, I invite Leanne McNeil, sister of the bride and maid of honor, to offer a reading of Home by James Kavanaugh.
To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide, in the move's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are, and are always secretly were, in the very core of their being, when true and lasting love can alone abide. Thank you, that was beautiful.
Julie and Alex, by giving yourselves in marriage, you undertake to live together as man and wife, to comfort and support each other, and to be faithful to each other until your final breath. Your life together will not concern you alone. Your marriage is important to you, but it is also important to others, your whole community, no matter its extent. We all depend on other people. We all depend upon an organized community for our safety and our prosperity, and indeed, everything we cannot make or do ourselves. But our community will cease to flourish unless we give it strong and durable foundations. Families in which love and fidelity prevail. Such families are based on lawful marriage. In a true marriage, a couple will share life and mutual love and fulfillment, providing a stable and loving home for those who share it. That is why marriage is not merely a private contract. It is governed by law. It is why it is the law that marriage is a union between two people to the exclusion of all others. And that each of them must intend the marriage to last until one of them passes on. Marriage is the most important social commitment. Yet your marriage is much more than a social commitment. It is the source of marriage that is not the law, but it is human nature. Human nature makes us want to live together as man and wife, but human nature also makes it difficult to do so. In every marriage, there are strains and there are sorrows. Julie and Alex, it takes common sense, courage, faithfulness, and generosity to withstand the troubles and the trials of married life. But if you will love each other patiently and generously, you will be able to bear them, and you will even find happiness through them. Indeed, generous, unselfish love is happiness, and you will attain it in no lesser way. marriage, you give yourself to the other fully and forever. Give yourselves with a whole heart so that your marriage may be wonderful. Now I would like to invite bridesmaid Sam Daniels forward. Sam will be reading Union by Robert Fulham.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in the car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all of those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All of those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all of these promises that are unspoken, matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it. Every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many other things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Thank you. At this time, Alex and Julie have chosen to honor their union with a hand fasting ceremony. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic wedding tradition that has come to be interpreted literally as a symbolic act of tying the knot. So at this time, I'm going to have you talk one moment. There's a piece of rope here.
From the dad's boat.
Yes, a very symbolic piece from Julie's father's boat.
You were both gonna say that.
I was. That's all right. We think a lot alike, Julie and I. Okay, I'm going to have you join your hands together. Yep, that's perfect. We'll tie the knot first. Quite beautiful, actually. You're gonna have to keep put your hand in there. These are the hands of your best friend, young, strong, and full of love for you, that you are holding on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years. And the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will hold on to your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just one touch. Now, I will ask each of you to repeat statements after me. Alex, you go first. I declare that I do not know
I declare that I do not know
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Alexander Stewart Johnson,
why I, Alexander Stewart Johnson,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Julie Dawn McNeil.
with Julie Dawn McNeil.
I declare that I do not know
I declare that I do not know
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Julie Dawn McNeil,
why I, Julie Dawn McNeil,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Alexander Stewart Johnson.
to Alexander Stewart Johnson.
I call upon all present
I call upon all present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Alexander Stewart Johnson,
Alexander Stewart Johnson,
take you,
take you,
Julie Dawn McNeil,
Julie Dawn McNeil,
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
to be my lawful wife.
You're both doing it. I call upon all present
I call upon all present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Julie Dawn McNeil,
Julie Dawn McNeil,
take you,
take you,
Alexander Stewart Johnson,
Alexander Stewart Johnson,
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
And to these next statements, you're going to respond by saying I do.
Okay. Oh, this is it.
Yes, this is the big one. Alex Johnson, do you take Julie McNeil to be your lawful wife, to have and to hold, to be faithful to her from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Julie McNeil, do you take Alex Johnson to be your lawful husband, to have and to hold, and to be faithful to him from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
And at this time, I'm going to ask for the rings. That's okay. No, that's all right. And you just place it on. You rotate it. Okay. Alex, please repeat after me. As a token
As a token
of the solemn vows
of solemn vow
of this marriage,
of this marriage,
I, Alex Johnson,
I, Alex Johnson,
give you this ring.
give you this ring.
Julie, please repeat after me. As a token of the solemn vows
As a token of the solemn vows
of this marriage,
of this marriage,
I, Julie McNeil,
I, Julie McNeil,
give you this ring.
give you this ring.
And at this time, we'll commence with signing the register. So I'll have you and Alex and both your witnesses. virtue of the authority vested in me by the Marriage Act of the Province of Nova Scotia, I pronounce you, Julie McNeil and Alex Johnson, married. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your newest married couple. You may kiss.